There is a strange feeling many people carry through life. It doesn't always appear as pain. Often it shows itself as something far more subtle, a quiet restlessness, a sense that something essential is missing, though you cannot say exactly what it is. You may have achieved things others admire, built relationships, worked hard to become someone respectable, and yet in certain moments, late at night during silence, or in the middle of an ordinary day, you feel it again. A hollow space inside you. You might try to fill it with success, with love, with distractions. Sometimes you convince yourself it has finally disappeared, but eventually it returns. The question is, where does this feeling come from? Carl Jung, the pioneer of analytical psychology, believed that many of the deepest patterns shaping our adult lives originate in the earliest relationship we ever experienced. The relationship with our mother. Now, this idea often makes people uncomfortable, because when we hear something like this, we assume the conversation is about blame. It is not. Blame traps us in the past. Understanding, however, sets us free. What Jung discovered was far more profound than the simple idea that childhood affects adulthood. He realized that the mother is not only a person in our lives, she is also a psychological force that shapes the very structure of our inner world. Before we understand language, before we develop memory, before we even know who we are, our psyche is already forming its deepest patterns through this relationship. And when something in that early bond becomes fractured, whether through absence, emotional distance, or subtle misunderstanding, the psyche does something extraordinary. It creates an invisible structure around the wound, a structure that silently shapes how we love, how we fear, and how we see ourselves. Many people spend their entire lives trying to solve problems that originate from this hidden architecture. They search for answers in relationships, achievements, or spiritual practices. But the real key often lies much earlier, in the first emotional mirror we ever looked into, our mother. The first world we ever knew. When a child enters the world, they do not experience themselves as separate from their mother. In the earliest months of life, there is no clear boundary between mère and a. To the infant psyche, the mother is the world. She is warmth, she is safety, she is nourishment. She is the mysterious presence that appears when the child cries and disappears when the child sleeps. In psychological terms, she represents what Jung described as the great mother archetype. This archetype is not merely about one individual woman. It is a universal image embedded deep within the collective unconscious of humanity. Across culture,